everyone, coming to the next topic in an operating system, that is the demand paging. So in previous video I explained you about the paging concept. Now let us see what is the demand paging. So this is the one of the virtual memory concept. Okay. So the process resides in the secondary memory and pages are loaded only on the demand, not in the advance. Okay. So whenever you switch on computer, the main memory, that is everything, will be free. Means that the memory is nothing but a RAM. Whenever the system is on, the RAM is free. Okay. So the process are present in the secondary memory. So the pages are loaded to the main memory only in on the demand, not in the advance. Okay, so if you are opening any folder or any page that is present in the secondary memory, that open folder will be stored in the main memory. Okay, on the basis of the only and demand, not in the advance. Okay, so this is called as the demand paging. Now let us see a simple example. So this is main memory and this is secondary memory. Okay, that is the disks. So in main memory there are two processes, that is P1 and P2, as we can see here, and each process have some frames. So the main memory is already full. Okay, so in secondary memory we take some process, that is P1, P2 and P3, and here also each process have some frames. Okay, so whenever the process is demanding for process P1, that data will be stored in the main memory. Okay, so in whenever the CPU demands for process P1, so the data that is present in the secondary memory will be stored in the main memory. Okay, that is swap in. Okay, so suppose we want to store the data, that is P3. Here is P3 in the main memory, but the main memory is already loading. So if you are not using process P2, just send the data to the secondary memory and takes the new data. At that time we use swap in and swap out process. Okay, so demand paging is everything is on demand, on swapping. Okay, so whenever the CPU is demanding for main memory, the main memory is not free. You just swap out the pages and that are not in use in the main memory and place the new pages in the main memory. Okay, so if you are not, so if you want to execute a process, then swapping. Okay, like that. And if they when the execution is over, just swap out. Don't bring the pages in an advance. Okay, so the process resides in the secondary memory and pages are loaded only on the demand, not in the advance. So that is concept of the demand paging. Okay, so suppose while execution we refer to pages which is not available in the main memory. Suppose I want a page E, so which is not available in the main memory because it just swap out, means it is not present in the main memory, but the CPU is demanding for E page. CPU demanding for an E page, but it is not present in the main memory. Then the process treat this invalid reference as an page fault. Okay, so if if the page is not present in the main memory, then we call it as a page fault. Okay, so here CPU transfer control from program to operating system to demand the page back into the main memory. Okay, suppose the demanded page, that is the CPU demands the page, that is the E page, but the E page is already swapped out, then also the CPU is demanding for an E page. At that time the page fault is occur. So what does the processor will do if the page fault is occur? Then the CPU transfers a control from program to operating system to demand the page back into the main memory. Okay. Now suppose CPU request for a page in the main memory. Here CPU request for a page in main memory. Okay. Suppose the page is not present, then it cause as a page fault. Main memory, then it causes a page fault. Okay. So whatever the requested page that is not present in the main memory, so it gives as a page fault. So then the control will transfers to the operating system. The operating system. Okay. Then operating system goes back to the disk, that is the secondary memory. Here is the disk, means secondary memory. Okay. So again place that, so the secondary memory again place that into the main memory. Here is main memory. Again place that into the main memory. Okay. So whatever the CPU is demanding a page, so if that page is not present in the main memory, so that you call it as a page fault. So to overcome that page fault, what the CPU will do? The CPU will transfer a control to the operating system. Then the operating system demands the page back into the disk, that is the secondary memory, to the main memory. Okay. So this is the concept of the demand paging. Okay. Thank you.